Baruch Hashem, Shalom Aleichem, friends. We continue our teaching about a connection between livelihood and Manna, and based on teaching of Yosef Dov Soloveitchik on Bitachon. And we reminded of this story that happened in the desert, that Hashem spoke to Moshe Rabbeinu and told him to take a jar of manna and place it before Aaron HaKodesh, the Holy Ark, to preserve this manna for all of the generations. And later on, many centuries later, Yirmiyahu the prophet was admonishing the Jewish people because they decreased the Torah learning and mitzvah observance, and they were into pursuing their livelihood. So he showed them this manna and he said, look, through this your forefathers was sustained. Clearly Hashem has many ways to provide for your sustenance. So meaning if Hashem was able to sustain you in the desert, your forefathers, needless to say, He can sustain you here in the land. Please do not decrease the solitude of Hashem, because this is the key that decides the level of Parnassah. And continue the Rav David Satan, that of course we're not on this holy and lofty level that we should expect that Parnassah, the livelihood, is going to land on our doorstep like a manna for holy people. And of course we have to work hard to provide, earn our living, but at the same time we must always believe, as it was in that time as in our time, that still Hashem is behind everything, as He was in the desert when they did not have to do anything to get the manna, and the same in our time. But looks like we have to work hard to get our livelihood. And we must remember that Hashem is the one who determines how much each person is going to get, and whatever it was determined in Rosh Hashanah, and nothing can increase or decrease it. Of course there is exception when person is not deserving, meaning he's going to get and then lose, but still, if you deserve, there is nothing to worry about. And he continues, and it says that although Beis HaLevi mentioned manna as a lesson for all of the generations, for the future generation, but same concept is Exodus from Egypt. Of course, one thing that we can learn, that yes, Hashem had to do this, take us out of Egypt in order to get us to Mount Sinai, and He has to provide us manna that sustain us in Egypt. Yeah, that's a very important lesson. But the most important lesson that we must learn for all of the generations, that He and Hashem runs the world, and He exerts absolute control of everything that transpired here on earth. And when we know that, and we take it to our heart, to our brain, and we internalize it, there's nothing to worry about. You would be the happiest person in the world. To be continued, and be holy.